Hey guys, what's happening? Let me get everybody up to speed here, and then we'll get started. I think that's the last one right there. If I can find it here. There it is. Okay guys, like always, let me find it here. Like always, if you have any questions or tickers, just throw them up in chat and we'll go over them. There we go. I want to show y'all this. This is a cool little trick right here. We'll go over here in a minute. These white lines are price targets depending on which way it breaks out. You can see right here, I had this bottom one. If we take a trend line on the top, might as well go from here to here. We actually have to redo it now because it's changed. So we put this in the center where they would meet. Now let's get rid of these, and I'll show you how I got them. So if you have a bull flag like this, the first thing you want to go with is usually the flag itself. And on this one, we really don't have a flag. It's more just the triangle here. So we're going to go with the end of the triangle. So you take one from here to here, and we want to put it on the end right here. Then you want to take one that is from one of the last places here. In this case, since it don't have a flag, let's go about the center line. There to there. Let's put it on that line. And then the last place it went from top to bottom. So now we have our 3 price points. And we can take and put one there. We'll leave that red one as that since it's right there anyway. Now let's put these on the bottom end. And do the same thing here. Again, we're going to go with that support instead of making a new one for it. It's amazing how those ended up on both supports, right? Now we can get rid of these. And we have our price points for which side it breaks out on. Now for me, I like to color them white because I don't use white for anything else, and that'll be a reminder to me of what they are, except for the support and resistance lines right here. Now, whichever side it breaks out on, we'll go with that side and go there. Must have forgot to erase one a minute ago. There we go. And that's a good way to do a price point on where it could reach. So guys, today I ended up playing SPY puts. I seen this kept butting up against this resistance, and as soon as I seen it get this big candle and it fell under the 15-day, I ended up buying puts. And if we stretch this out here so I can show you a little bit better. Right here, when I started getting these hesitation candles and it bouncing off this 200, you barely can see the 200 there. And there we go. That's when I sold two of them. The third one I sold when it came back down and it started turning green. I sold it there. So altogether it was, I can't remember what the last one was, but the first one was 56, I think is what it was, percent return on that one. So I've been watching it to see if it breaks that 200. If it breaks the 200, again, be right around this trend line, and it confirms it, then I'll get puts. If it breaks to the top end, I may get calls. I don't know. It's already pretty extended right now, the way it looks on the SPY. I mean, look, it's without touching the 50-day. That's how high up it is. And you can see before, it would bounce in between the 15 and the 50 all the way up. So we're pretty extended, and that's a pretty high degree run there. It's kind of like the way Tesla's running right now. It's nice when it runs that way, but when it crashes, it's going to crash hard. On path, I seen a call that it was starting to move. So when I checked it out, we had got the 3 green candles. So at this point, no, as a matter of fact, we had already gotten into this candle here. So at this point, I'm not jumping in. It's too extended away from the 15-day. It's far away from any support, and if it crashes on me, it's going to crash hard. So I wait for the pullback. So I put the fib on it, and sure enough, the 15-day and the fib, the 50% fib lined right up. So I said, if I get a bounce there, I'm going for it. So it ended up bouncing. I didn't even wait for the full candle to form. I jumped in, and I ended up selling it right around here. You see how it kept bouncing up against this and didn't break out? I ended up selling around there. Eventually it broke out, but we can see that it didn't hold very long, and now it's back under. So this one was another 50-some, 57, 54, something like that percent. So those were 2 really good plays today. Now, if we're looking at earnings, we have Square and a couple of those we can look at today. Let me see if y'all got anything you want me to look at before we jump into some of that stuff. Prog, yeah, I put a post out on Prog. I think it's pretty interesting. We'll check up on it, see how it done. BBIG, OLB. Yeah, very good. Hey Lance, hey John, how y'all doing, man? So let's break down these tickers you guys got first. Let's start with Prog, since I've already got some lines and stuff drew out on it. So we can see here, if we pull back to the 4-hour, I drew these lines back when it was popping up right around through here somewhere. And we can see that it came back, it tested this trend line support and this horizontal support, which is good. When you have 2 or 3 things that converge there and it bounces there, that's good. And as you can see here, if we blow it up, we have the 15, the 50, the horizontal support and the trend line support all converging right here in this one spot. So if it bounces here, that's a good spot to bounce. And sure enough, we got our bounce. We can see that it made it up over the 200. It retested, confirmed, and it's been bouncing up to 15. Look for a little bit of a pullback, maybe in the after hours to the pre-market. But overall, I would look for this, and if we go back to the 4 hour, I'd look for this one to break this support. If it does break, the resistance lines here, let's make that in yellow. If it does, look for it to test the trend line resistance. Now from there, it's either going to be done and sell back off, or if we can get a clear break, not just the wick of it, but if we can get a clear break above it, we could see this take off. I mean, this is going to make the 1, 2, 3, 4th, 5th time it's tested it. Well, if you want to count that, it's 4th if you don't count this one. And usually about that 4th or 5th time, whenever you get a test like that, is when you see the breakout. So let's look for the breakout on this one. This is a good buy-in point. This is a good test of it. So Prague is looking really good right now. Just keep your eye on your 15, your 50 and your 200. Watch your 15-minute chart and just see how it unfolds. The other one was OLB. OLB, I don't know, it's acting a little weird here, but the fact that it's holding support, and the fact that it popped up, we could see what, like on stocks, if you go back and look at stocks like BB, Cause, even support, back when it was support, you see them have these rally plays, and that's what I think we're seeing here, is we're starting to see the bigger rally plays. You can see here that they've rallied a few times here and there, but never really broke over the 200. Well, with this rally, it's broke over the 200 and stayed there. And we've created an all-time high with these recent rallies. I don't know if it's all-time high. Yeah, see, there's one more back here. So out of the recent rallies, it's an all-time high. So look for this. As long as that holds, this wouldn't be a bad one to buy into. As long as you know that if it drops below that 200, it's probably a dead cat for now. So as long as it holds this support, it'd be a good one to buy into and wait for the next rally. So you could set a stop loss. Let's say it just rallies to the recent highs. So if we go, I don't know what in the world I've done there. So if it drops below the 200, you're risking 8% versus, or 59 cents, I think is what it said. Versus if it rallies back to recent highs, you're looking at 76%. That's roughly a 1 in 10. You know, not quite, but almost. 1 in 7, 1 in 8, 1 in 10, something like that. So that's a really good play on that. You're risking $1 to make $10. As long as you make sure that you play the plan, and if it drops below that, don't say, well, I'm going to wait and see if it pops back up. No, get out of there. Get out of there and wait for the next rally. You know, follow these EMA lines. When you see them pop up, play them. Whenever they don't, get out of there. Wait for the next rally. Don't be a bag holder on this one. But right now it's holding support, and it looks like it could be a decent play if you play it similar to what I was talking about there. BBIG. Yeah, it's fell under this 200 here. Man, it just keeps getting knocked down, don't it? And it's testing its support again, so we'll see if it holds its support. I know it's dropped under just a little bit. We'll have to wait and see if it confirms underneath or not. But right now it seems to be holding okay. To be honest with you, if it breaks this support and confirms it, this is not going to look too good for BBIG. I'm not sure when the next catalyst dates are for these. Um, but yeah, it needs to hold this support if it's going to stay strong. I mean, we're already in the downside of a bear flag, so it needs to hold that support. Um, like I said, I'm not sure about the next catalyst date though. I need to look that up and see, because I'm pretty sure they've got some more big news dates coming. This one right here is an IPO coming up. RIVIN. I'm not sure the exact date. 11/10. Guys, this one's going to be huge. It's an EV company. They do trucks and stuff like that. Did you guys watch the Jeff Bezos launch and things like that, Blue Origin? If you did, the vehicles that they used to take them out to the rocket ships were this Raytheon. I don't know how you pronounce that, but yeah, it was these vehicles. They make like an SUV and a truck top, and also Amazon bought a percentage into this company because they're wanting to electrify their fleet. So they already have a built-in buyer of a lot of their stuff coming in. So it's going to be pretty big. It's one worth keeping your eyes on. You can see I've got on my EV plays. I'm going to put on my name brand one too. What has been running today? Was that all of them? Prague, BBIG, LB. I'd have to. I tell you what. Remind me tomorrow. If you're in the Discord, remind me there, and I'll check on that this evening. I can't remember about the Tide dividend. It's been a while since I've looked at the news on it. I've mostly just been following the charts here recently. Um, yeah, I'll get that information to you though. Just remind me of it if I don't have it, either this evening or in the morning one. What am I looking for? There it is. Open had a good one. We called this out this morning in Discord. We can see. Let me go back to the 4 hour. When we called it out, it was breaking over the 200, and I called it. Said if it can break this here, we can see a gap fill where it's sold off. Now, a gap fill, guys, a gap fill goes back to it being a gap down. Now, when you see a big sell-off like this or a quick sell-off, that's a gap too. If you go out to a long enough time frame, you can see here that it was a gap when it opened up. Excuse me. When it opened up and then filled back. What was I at? 4 hours. There we go. There it is. So, 90 some percent, I forgot what it is. Anyways, all gaps get filled. So when we seen this, we ended up playing it. I ended up not playing options on this when I played shares, and sure enough, it went from 22 to 24. Ended up making, I think it was like $100, $75, something like that on it. I should have played options on it. They did pretty good. I mean, look, even after, where did it open up at? Let me see. So it opened up around here. You got 400, 500, 600% on this one. Even if you went out of the money, you're still 100 to where would I see that? 600 somewhere there. Percent 500 there. We put our what we did is we went, excuse me, man, I'm having heartburn today. I went from this line right here to this line right here and put it in a box and said that was our resistance. Once it got in there and it showed the first sign of resistance, I got out. So what it is, it popped up, and once it started selling off, I got out. See it right here on the 15 minute. See right here, it popped up and then started coming back down. That's a hesitation candle anyway. What do you call that? Dragonfly maybe. Gravestone, something like that. Shooting star. That's not it. I'm trying to find this other one here. DOCU, yeah. Here we go. The Digital Ocean Holding, DOCN. I seen this running in the pre-market. Put it on the watch list. Said if it can break above the 200 and get our split like we like, it would be good. I jumped in when it pulled back. Jumped in around here. I'm still holding this right now, and I went ahead and got calls out a little bit. Not next week, but the week after. What was that? 29th, maybe? No, 19th. Got them out to the next week. So I'm going to hold this for a day or two, see what it ends up doing. I think this one had earnings is the reason why it's running, if I remember right. Yeah, earnings. Roku, man, I got so lucky on Roku, guys. Check this out. So it sold off, right? And then in the morning it pulled back up, and I only had like $200 in on this in calls, and ended up only losing like maybe 40 of it. When originally when I woke up this morning I was down like 140 to 170, something like that at one time. So got very lucky on this one, which, you know, that was a gamble play to begin with. I was bullish on it, I was hoping. But the good news is I picked up a couple of shares here, and I'm waiting to see what it's going to do. I thought maybe it would hold around this area, around the 50, but it looks like I'm going to have to average down because it'll probably end up not holding this. And I'm fine for that. Roku under 300, I'm more than fine with. Square is coming up this evening, or is that tomorrow? Let me double check. I can't remember. Damn, I tweet too much. I'm going to have to quit. Here we go. So Skills is tomorrow, Square is tomorrow evening, along with Pins, Uber, and Airbnb. I did see that there was unusual call volume for Airbnb too, guys. So let's look at those real quick. Square, I'm bullish on overall, but I'm not sure how it's going to do for earnings. And because I'm not sure of that, I'm probably not going to play it for earnings. I pretty much lottery ticket out this earnings season, so I'm only playing the stuff I'm pretty sure has a good chance of beating earnings. I think this one does, but I'm just not sure about it. Overall, I'm bullish on this stock. I have it in my long portfolio, but right now, I'm just not sure. So I'm going to wait, see what earnings does, and this one will be a runner if it does great. So there'll be plenty of time to play it tomorrow if it does good. And if it does bad, this will be one that you want to pick up the dip on. Guys, if this one dips to 200, anything under the 219 to 212 area is awesome. And if it dips below 200, I'll buy as much as I can. This stock always swings back up. It never fails. Right here once, it got down to 188, comes back up. Square is one of those stocks that is an awesome company that almost nobody I know plays. So, I'm very bullish on it overall. Uber, I think, has a good chance to beat, but I'm not really sure right now. I'll have to look at some more data. But I may end up playing Uber, just not really sure yet. Probably will play DraftKings. We need to look at that one too, because that's Friday morning. But Uber, I think, has a good chance to beat tomorrow. Pins, if I'm not mistaken, it sold off during last earnings. If this one has a low expectation to it, it'll probably beat. But I think what hurt Pins last time was its outlook mostly. It wasn't gaining user base wasn't growing. I'm pretty sure that's what knocked it down last time. So this one is definitely a no play for me. DraftKings, the darling of Cathie Wood. This one, for some reason, I think it's going to do good. They've had a lot of news lately on things that they're doing. Their outlook is very good. The only question is I'm not worried about the EPS so much, because if revenue is good and outlook is good, EPS doesn't matter. It's the revenue that I need to look in to see the stuff that they said they was going to roll out. Have they rolled it out in time enough to make money for this quarter? That's what I'm not sure about. So I'll look at this one tonight and see, but this one is probably going to be a decent one. If this one does good, look for this one to probably go parabolic, because there is so much behind this, so many people looking at this right now. I mean, look just at the volume of uncertainty right here, more than any other day. It is crazy. I've seen unusual call volume for Roblox too. This one, I like Roblox. I ended up buying some on one of the last dips there. Yeah. We bought some round when it crossed over the 50, somewhere around in through here somewhere. I ended up selling only about 20% when it hit the trend line and held on to the rest. I don't want to get rid of this until it gets into the really high 80s to about the mid 90s, in that range. So from about 87 to about 95 is where I'm looking to unload this at. If this breaks above this trend line here and it confirms it, look for this one to go to that 90 to 94 range there. But there is a lot of open interest and call volume and stuff like that on this one. Let me see. AMC today. I was watching this one to play puts. I think this one is going to come back down to the 37, 38 place before the end of the week. And then for next week, watch this one, especially right up to the 8th, because I believe that this one is going to go parabolic, guys. Any good earnings, I mean, it don't have to be great. Any good earnings is going to send this one through the roof. It just has a lot of eyes on it, a lot of anticipation on it. And any good earnings, it's going to go parabolic. But we can see here, I was watching this one. I was wanting to play it off this 50 to the 200. Look at the 3, yeah, see here. I was wanting to play it off of the 50 down. If we look at the 15-minute, it would have been off the 50 to the 200. And ended up watching Path around this time and missed it. But if this one breaks below that 200, if it doesn't hold, look for this one to come down to around this 38.52 to 37.12, that area there. It would be very good to pick up puts on this to that area, sell, and then pick up calls, because I think next week it's going to be big, 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 big for this one. GME's doing good too if y'all prefer GME. If AMC does good, GME will do good too. But we can see right now GME is consolidating. It keeps bumping up against this. If this keeps this up, this will come down a little bit too. Ooh, excuse me. Trying to see any runners or anything right now. Don't know what that is. Yeah, right here's one I've been watching. This Pets with a Z. We seen it pop up. It pulled back to the 200, and now it's bouncing. So watch this one too, guys. This one's going to be a good one. If this bounces off of this 50 EMA area, watch it. It will do good. Guarantee it. If it bounces there. Of course, I can't guarantee nothing, so just keep that in mind. I had some few IPOs today, it looks like. This one that popped up. Right now it's consolidating. I was asked about this in a little bit. We can see it went from the high 50s to the low 80s. Even hit 100 one time. But right now it's consolidating out. Oh man, we've been watching this one all day and it just now does something. Man. Missed that one. You can see when they pop up like this, it doesn't look like they've done much, because from the other candles they just don't look as, see, if you blow it up it looks a lot different. So we've seen it riding up to 15 in the pre-market. As soon as the aftermarket hit, it took off, it come back retested, and that's what we've been watching on this one since. Ooh, CROS done killer today. I missed that one. That looks nice. Somebody mentioned to me last night on Pets. Yeah, it was looking pretty decent last night, and I told him if it can hold that 50, it might do something, but it looks like it's breaking it. Look at that, a lot of hesitation in those candles. That will be lucky to break that area. Well, it might break that area, but you're not going to see it. And that's you're going to be running your resistance level with those hesitation candles, the wicks. I missed this one too, I think. I don't think this one was on my list. What did Fastly end up doing? Sold back off, didn't it? What about Skills? I was in Skills yesterday too, had to sell out of it. No, as a matter of fact, my Skills went down to $1, so I held on to them. So I ended up losing my money on Skills too. Viacom, I made, I think I about broke even on it, yeah. See, as soon as it opened up, I sold. I might have made like a couple of dollars, nothing really. Pretty much broke even on it. And it's a good thing too. We can see that it did come back up on this candle here and ended up, there we go. Ended up coming back down. Once I seen that, I just went ahead and got out. Viacom was the one that I was actually thinking would do good. I mean, the other ones were lottery tickets, but Viacom was the one I was thinking would do good. So what did Disca do in its place? Because they usually, yeah, see Disca, even though it was doing great up until then, it sold off a little bit too. But I like that it's holding that support there. You guys got anything you want me to look at? Ooh, GM's killing it, man. Huh. Wow. It needs to break that. So what is Ford doing then? Ford, man, yes. Look at that. That is so awesome. I still got some, I don't have no Ford calls right now, but I still got some shares. That is so awesome right now. I wish I'd have caught that and got some calls too with it. Man. IRNT. And RDBX. RDBX is that one that we were just looking at. That one right there. Look at that. That is stupid, man. Wow. That's awesome. Huh. I'm going to put this on my entertainment watch list. Why is this running? Did they just make a deal with somebody or something? Where is entertainment? There it is. Oh, it's got a $50 price target. Okay. So it got upgraded. Oh, they signed a content deal too. I don't have Seeking Alpha, so it's going to cut us off. The deal adds free ad-supported television channels. Okay, on December. Okay. I see, says the blind man. I gets it. Damn, now I wish it would pull back and open up an entry point. Right there would have been a real good one. Right there. When this calms down, this wouldn't be a bad one to go long on. Well, longer. Couple of months or something. I'm switching a lot of my stuff over from tech to entertainment stocks right now. Speaking of entertainment stocks, wait, hold on, let me go over that other one for you. IRNT. Oh, it's breaking that 50. It just needs to confirm it though, so it's not a fake out breakout. But that's the first good. Let's go. That's the intraday. Sorry. Yeah, it's bouncing off this support. Yeah, the 4 hour don't look good at all. The 15-minute though has some promise. If it can break this, if it can bounce here and break above this, you might see another rally like you've seen in these spikes here. But in order for this one to take off, it really needs to break out of, let's say, from here to here. If you had to put this in a box right there, that's what it would need to break out of, that area. That is from $12.85 to $13 even. Let's see what the ARK ETF is doing. It's at 24. Ooh, I'm going to sell this soon. It's getting ready to double. Yeah. We picked this up back when it was 118, something like that, right in through here. No, we picked it up further back than that, didn't we? Yeah, we picked it up down here. See that head and shoulders pattern right here? We got it around there. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm selling out of RK. It's coming right up on it. It's double topped. Give me 1 second, please. All right, there we go. Ooh, Matterport. Oh man, I wish I'd have caught that. Look, perfect double top. Came back down, retested, hit again, down. Man, that's perfect. That would have been an awesome play. Just on the share. Here's a good way if you want to. Here's what I like about Webull. Check this out. We're on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 15-minute. That's when it went a double topped right here. So it would have been around 11:15 on the 3rd. So let's go to the options. Let's go to puts. Let's go to 1 into the money because it would have been up higher. So we want to go here. Look at it on the chart. Let's go out to the 15-minute chart. And let's go back to right here. So now from here we can see if we had played puts on that from when it double topped to where it is now, that'd have been 201%. Gosh. Man. Papa John's is on there this morning. Look at that. Done awesome, man. Let's see if this SPY ever did anything. Yeah, it broke out to the top, and look, it's right around our, look at that, our first price point. Clear rejection on it, came back, retested. Let's see if it breaks over this time right before the end of the day. For you guys that missed that, what I did is I drew the triangle here, found the center point. We took a line from the back, a line from about center, and a line from the last place it topped and bottom, and we created the price points on the bottom and the top side. So we have here's one, and here's one. Right now it's at a perfect a perfect rejection of the first price point. Right after a double bottom. Right off the 200. This is why I say follow technicals, guys. There ain't no amount of DD research or anything you can do that could give you that type of precision. And that would have been yeah, you're looking at on options, weeklies, you're probably looking at a 15 to 25% gain on your option there. SHIB. I've not looked at SHIB in a little while. Let me get rid of that. Let's take a look at it real quick. Shiba Inu. Ooh, it's getting rejected on the intraday. Let's look at. And see, I got out of this. I got in around the 40-ish area, 42, something like that. And when it popped up to 80 some, started coming back down, I got out right around 81, somewhere around through there. I put it on Discord when I sold. I think I may have even tweeted it out too, but yeah, it was just coming back down. I was already double my money, so I got out of it. But it looks to be bouncing up to 200 if you're still in it. It's a good thing I got out of it anyway, because I would be right around my buy-in point right now, so I wouldn't have made much of nothing if I'd have held. What is it doing? Yeah, see, it's getting rejected by this 50. It needs a clear break of this 50 in order for it to start looking good again. There was a little bit of divergence in the RSI, but now it seems to be falling pretty good. The MACD is a little bit bullish on it. It needs to be over that center line, though. I wonder if we put the fib on that, what it would be. Yeah, 50% bounce right now if it holds. But it's not around any other indicators. Yeah, I would watch it. If this was me, still in this, I'd be watching this 200 on the 4 hour. If it broke that, I would be out. That's just me. Well, somebody just tried to call me and they hung up. Chewy is up. Wow, Chewy's up big time. Oh, look at that. Oh, just want to do something there. Try to close on it. Yeah. So what is coming due in the morning? In the morning we have Moderna. Can't see, my eyes are bad as hell. We got Moderna in the morning. Wait. No, tomorrow's Friday, ain't it? What is today? We have Square this evening. Not tomorrow. I said tomorrow. Square's this evening. Uber, Pinterest, right? Let's see. First, second, third, fourth. Yeah, sorry. I got that mixed up earlier. Square's this evening. Pinterest, Uber, Airbnb. Let's see. As soon as they hit, let's see what they're doing real quick. Look, Square's going up. Watch, I'm going to regret not playing it now. What is Uber doing? Uber's still undecided what it wants to do. Still waiting on that. Usually within the first 10-15 minutes of close is when a lot of those will air. Airbnb. It's negative right now, but it's still undecided. What else was there? Pins. Ooh. People sold off right near the end on Pins. What about DraftKings in the morning? I was wanting to play that one and I had my days mixed up. Had a big buy order right near the end of the day. 2.5 million on that one candle. Ooh, but there's a big wall right there too at 4508, right? Yeah, 4508, 4509, that area. I'll be watching this, and I'm probably going to listen to this call this evening. Alright guys, I gotta go pick up my kids. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. If you was looking for a buy-in on Shibu, then if it bounced there and it looks good, then you know that could be one. I mean, to me personally, I was already in and out, so I'm not. It's hard for me to judge it now. For me, the play's already over. But if you're bullish on it and you get a clear bounce there, you know, you do you, boo. Hey, there's CJ and them. How you doing, bub? But yeah, I'll be watching Square. I'll be watching DraftKings. Airbnb had some unusual call volume. What else was there? Let me find it here again. So be watching Square, Uber, Airbnb, Exela, Coinbase, and DraftKings. Those are the ones to be watching in the after hours and pre-market. See what they do. Okay, man. We'll see what they do. But guys, I gotta run. Go pick up my kids from the bus. You guys have a great one. We'll see you then, alright? Bye.